Hi and welcome back to Gloria's Crafts. My name's Gloria and today we're going to be making some pillows for your bedroom or your living room or sitting room for Christmas. I have these beautiful towels. I have several of them that I got from the Dollar Tree and I'm pretty excited about it. Now, usually what I do is, you know how when you buy pillows, bedding for pillows, bedding for your bed, and they give you those little pillows. So what I usually do is I wrap them in different dish towels from the Dollar Tree. Now, if you're going to be buying the filler or whatever, that starts to become pricey. I bought this pillow at the Dollar Tree. It's a standard queen pillow. I got this entire pillow for $2.98. So that's enough filling to do several pillows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the tags off. I have my glue gun. Now, you can sew these. I'm not very good at sewing. You could use the iron tape that you can iron on. I am using my glue gun. So, I am going to cut all the tags off of my towels that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I think they have a beautiful assortment of these towels. You know how some people like to decorate their bedrooms for Christmas and their whole house? You could use them there. You can use them in your living room, pretty much anywhere. So basically, this is a very, very easy craft, which I thoroughly enjoy because I really, really, really like Dollar Tree's towels. You can even choose their drying mats. They have nice colors in drying mats. So I'm just making a couple throw pillows for around my house. And that way we'll be festive. This is my favorite right here. This I think is gorgeous. And I think this is the first one we're going to start with. It says Merry Christmas. Now you can use one towel for the pillow or two. I believe for my first one I'm going to use two to wrap around my old truck pillow that I used for the fall. Okay, so what you do is you take your towel. Oh, how pretty holly is on there. And you could always do it where you do half. But I'm thinking I'd like a bigger pillow. So I'm going to see. This is not big enough. Fluffy enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by gluing around. Maybe I will do this one in half. I think this will be prettier in half. Just like that. And then I'll put, because the trees, if I do it the other way, then the trees would not be, you know, they're facing each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue around the seam. Take the end and line it up and glue around the seam. So you'd like it all even. Now I'm going to take some fluff that I have. You can use socks, anything you have actually, you can use. I have a lot of mismatched socks that sometimes I use for my things. So here's some fluff. So you're going to want to tuck that in. You can leave a small area to do this. I think I'm going to glue the other side and then keep tucking it in. So let me show you. I'm going to do it on the seam all the way down. And line it up. And there you go. So I'm going to leave this all down here open to fill with my filler that I have. You can have it as fluffy as you'd like. I was going to make one big pillow, but then I decided since the trees are facing the opposite way, if I did it this way, then it would be, you know, opposite way. So you just tuck in your filler to have it as fluffy as you like. And once you decide you like how fluffy it is, you can continue to fluff it more, or you could just close it. So I think it's time to close it. I don't want my glue to dry, so I'm only doing part, and then I'll do the other part. Kind of glued it to my table. Watch you don't burn your fingers. I usually seem to burn my fingers an awful lot when I'm making pillows. And then I'm going to glue down here. So you need to hold it a little, especially when when it's full, so that it adheres and closes. Since they're just decorative pillows, then you don't have to worry about washing them, or, you know, if you have to, I would throw some stitches in there just in case. So it's a little wonky, but here it is. You can put as much in as you want, or as little, and you made yourself a very inexpensive pillow. So if you take the $2.98 that you spent on your pillow that you bought for the stuffing, plus the $1, you spent about $1.50 on this pillow. Okay? So that's one. Let me see. Really? Okay, here's what we're going to do. Kind of bums me out because I wanted to make a large pillow, but here's what we're going to do. there's that. And then I need this. So, let's see how good this turns out to make a longer pillow. If you buy a pillow at the store, it's going to cost you so much more. Right now, this pillow is already $2 because you have 2 of the dish towels. Okay? So you want to line them up as best you can. And then you want to do the sides so that you can start stuffing. The last pillow I did not do the points. So I'd like to do the points on this pillow. And I think I'm really gonna fill this guy up. He's gonna take extra because he's bigger, much bigger. And it says, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Okay, so you just want to try to line everything up just like that. Watch your fingers. Try not to burn them. So I'm going to start putting some of the stuffing in here before I glue more of it. Okay, I'm going to fold this back. So I have some of the sides done, but here it is. So I'm going to take the stuffing and put it in the points, because my last pillow I didn't really do the points. And you can do it as fluffy as you want, not very fluffy, but I do like the buffalo check pillow here. I think those colors are very pretty. So you just put in as much as you'd like. Okay? This is going to be one big pillow. I'm thinking this pillow might cost about $3 to make, because you have the 2 towels and then you have the stuffing. So I'm going to glue some more of this right on the edge. You can reinforce this by sewing it. Like I said, it's your preference. But be careful not to burn yourself. Very easy to burn yourself here with these. So you just want to pinch it as you go. It's going to be one fluffy pillow. And down the side. I don't think you can actually find a pillow for $3 unless it was on sale after Christmas. And you'll have these for Christmas this year. And I really love their dish towels they have. They're very pretty. They have an array of them. I'll be known for the holidays. I think that's cute. So you can make this fatter, push more of it in there. You can make it thinner. It doesn't have to be real fat. I need some more stuffing. And this is what the stuffing looks like when you get it out of the pillow that you get from the Dollar Tree. I was using other stuffing that I had. So you want to fluff it up where you think it needs to be fluffed up. So I'm thinking you use $1 of the fluff out of the pillow, and maybe less. And you know, you have yourself a very nice pillow for $3 or less. It's hard to say. But as you can see, I just keep filling it up, and now I'm going to close this and, you know, mash it around or whatever. You could put a bow on it. That would be nice. But you got yourself a long pillow that you made from the dollar store with hot glue that burns your hands. But when you buy bedding at Walmart or Target, they usually have those little accent pillows. I can't have that many accent pillows. I don't know what to do with them. So you can always cover them with one of these dish towels and make it a pillow. So here's your second pillow. And if you find a place that's not closed, you just put some more glue on it so that it gets closed. So I glued 2 of the drying mats together, and I cut this off of one of the towels. So now I'm going to glue it and put it on my pillow because I think it's pretty, very, very pretty. So this will snazz up my pillow. So I'm going to put this on. These little things off here and put this beautiful Christmas tree on it. And I'm gonna make sure I glue down all the ends, and then I cut out the word Merry and Christmas from the towel, and I'm gonna glue that on here and make sure that the ends are down. And I think this is really, really cute. Here's 3 of the pillows that we made. Okay. For this craft, you're going to use one of these Dollar Tree boxes. Okay? I used a box cutter to cut a hole in the back, and then I put tape around it on the outside and the inside so I can feed my lights. Here's my lights. through the hole. So what I'm going to do is you take your lights and you feed them through the hole in the back carefully. And the reason you tape it is so you don't cut yourself. Once you get one cut in there, it is so easy. The first cut is the hardest, but once you get that one in, it's easy peasy. So you string your lights in through the hole. Don't forget to tape it so you don't cut yourself, because that metal is very, very sharp. We're going to make like a shadow box. I'm going to tape this on the back so that, or hot glue it on the back. Hot glue it, well, probably better. Is it by hot glue it on the back. So you want the side that you can open to put your batteries on the outside. And you put some glue on here. And then I'm going to put it right here. And the on-off switch is here. And then for the screwdriver. Now, I am going to tape these around. I have a little reindeer that I want to put in there. I made an itty bitty wreath with these berries that I'm going to hang up. And I'm going to use one of these trees. And I have some glitter snow or Epsom salt that I'm going to put down on the bottom. So I'm going to start with the lights first. I just want to tape them down so that when I'm done I can cover them. So I just have regular Scotch tape that I am using to tape down my lights. Just going to tape them around so that they're not sticking out when I go to put the lid back on. And if they're out, you just push them in. So as you can see what I'm doing, I'm just taping around the box. So there's the lights. Let me turn them on. So they're all around the inside of my box. I don't think I have enough lights over here. Or do I? Yes, I do. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is fix this. I'm going to put it over this way, maybe. I don't know why this is not working out. There we go. Put it over there. Tape it over here. I don't know if that's too bright on your eyes. Basically, I am just taping it. On there. There you go. There's the lights I have taped on there. I'm going to turn it off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tree and my deer and my wreath in. And so I have bottle brush trees. I don't know. Oh good, they'll both fit. I wasn't sure how tall that would be. So I'm going to stick one. I'm going to hot glue it on the bottom. And put it right there. And then I'm going to stick the other one next to it. Two little trees. And then I got this beautiful deer. And he's got very tiny feet. So I'm going to put some glue on his little feet. Let's stick him in here. Him, her. So this is what it looks like so far. And I have this red berry. I could do a wreath here. Let me see if that'll show up, because I'm thinking I might use these berries to put on my tree. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to cut these little berries off and put them on the tree like decorations. That's what I'm going to do. I think it'll look better that way. So they're very tiny berries, and you can just pull them off, and they're like this. So you could just put it on the tree just like that. And that is what I'm doing. I might add a little bow to the top of my trees, but it'd be a very tiny bow. My tree here is not standing up proper the way I want it to, so I'm going to put a little bit more glue on the bottom. I'm going to do this and come back because it seems to be falling apart while I'm doing this with being online. Recording it, I mean. So I'm going to decorate my tree and fix my lights, and then I will be back to show you what I've done. Okay, what I did was I glued down both of the trees and the deer, and she had a scarf, so I put some burlap on her for her scarf. I then hot glued the little berries in on the tree and hung up a wreath. Now I have Epsom salt, and I am going to put that on the bottom to cover the wires and all. I don't mind the light showing through, but I'm trying to cover and make it look like snow also. Can you see that? And then here is the lid. I suggest you glue the lid on there so that the Epsom salt doesn't come out, and don't fill the Epsom salt too much where it'll cover or come out this hole here. Let me turn that light out. there's the hole that you taped so you won't cut yourself. So this has Epsom salt in it, and it's a little shadow box now, and I think it's really cute. This is the sleigh, as you can see. The little legs. So what I'm going to do is take it apart and paint the legs black. So this comes off. The Let It Snow piece comes off. And I have the two legs. So what I'm going to do is paint these two legs for the sleigh black. Okay, so I'm going to paint them black. The top and the sides. So right now I'm painting the sides to the sleigh, and once I get them done in the top and the bottom, I'm going to put these aside and let them dry. So as you can see, I'm painting the sides. Then I'm going to wipe down my table and wait for this to dry, and we'll start our next part of this while it's drying. So you just want to make sure you get the top and the bottom. And what I mean by top and the bottom is I mean up here and at the bottom. Okay? So I'm going to clean this up, and then we'll get started on the next. So we have this one piece that says Let It Snow, and then the snowman piece. What I did was I took this dish towel that I bought from the Dollar Tree that says Winter Wishes. It's very pretty. I love the buffalo check, and I flipped it over and I traced the one part of the sled and the sign up here. So I'm going to cut these out, and then I'm going to glue them onto the sled. So be right back. Okay, I cut the pieces out, and they fray a little bit, but what will stop that from happening is the Mod Podge. So I'm going to put a generous amount on my sled, and then I'm going to lay the Winter Wishes part on there, and then I'm going to put it, once that dries, I'm going to lay a generous amount on top. So, generous amount of Mod Podge. So you want to make sure you do the entire sled with a decent amount of the Mod Podge. It's better to use the Mod Podge because with hot glue it'll be bumpy. This way it won't be. So you put the Mod Podge on your entire sleigh. Then I'm taking my Winter Wishes and I'm going to lay it on here carefully to make sure I cover the entire sled. And I'm smoothing it down everywhere. So it says Winter Wishes. Anywhere you have extra pieces, you can cut that off when you're done. I have a little bit of overlap in some areas. So I'm going to put this over here. Then I have the Let It Snow sign. I'm going to turn that over. This has bumps on it too. And I'm going to put Mod Podge all over it. And then I have my piece of fabric that I got at the Dollar Tree. And if you have excess, like I said, you just cut that off. But I'm going to wait till it dries before I start cutting on it. Okay? Now, when I put the Mod Podge on it, it's probably going to soak in, which is good because I don't want this to fray where I cut it. So I am going to do the entire fabric generous amounts around the ends also. I have the gloss Mod Podge, so I'm hoping that adds to the sleigh or sled. A sleigh is something different. I don't know why I keep saying sleigh. Sleigh is what Santa has. A sled is what I used to go down the street on in the snow. So this needs to dry. Then I have the other piece that I'm going to put the Mod Podge on. You want to make sure you do the entire piece. It lifts up. Do some more on the bottom. Now I'm going to have to wait for it to dry. And then we can put our sled together. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Gloria's Crafts to see more exciting, fun crafts for the holidays and for home organization, which I'm going to be working on after I get done most of the holidays. So, thank you for watching. If you're subscribed, thank you. You rock. If you're not, please subscribe. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.